Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Michigan Wolverines, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just boring. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV, two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Ohio State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Really nice stop there for this senior leader. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making a miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the run.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Orji. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down line.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last one.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Howard. It's complete on the right side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just that.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. After the run, now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Edwards.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Moore.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
On the play. 2nd down going up.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Getting some heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Snowed under by the defense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On 3rd down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This defense knows they have to do a better job tackling. On that play there, too many missed tackles on the wideout. It leads to an explosive play, and all of a sudden, they're in their own red zone.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Line getting set on 2nd down. To throw, it's Orji. Got the back over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Howard. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Movement here from the tight end. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Number 10.
What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 10.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to the single back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan, 21. Ohio State, 16.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. At the 40, there he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They move the tight end all over. In the red area, it's Edwards. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows when to bring it. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.